Welcome back. Emergency rooms across the valley are seeing a spike in the number of pregnant women being treated for preterm labor, and this can, in part, be blamed on a typical summer day in Phoenix. The recent heat wave, however, making things a lot worse. Dr. John Elliott is a high-risk OB specialist joining us this morning with some tips for moms-to-be. I'll tell you, as a pregnant woman in the Arizona summer, I feel like I can't get enough water. How much should we be drinking?
Well, you got a nice big bottle there, April, and you need to be drinking about 3 of those sized bottles. I brought a smaller 16-ounce bottle, and probably 4 to 6 of those would be appropriate for a pregnant woman.
How much is a normal person supposed to drink?
Probably more about
a
liter to a liter and a half, so about half of that, yes.
And why is that so important? What is the role that dehydration plays in leading to preterm labor?
Well, dehydration can decrease the blood concentration in the body, and that leads to a release of hormones called oxytocin, which is a cause of contractions. So when you become dehydrated as a pregnant lady, the release of hormones from your brain causes contractions, and that can end up in preterm labor and a delivery.
Okay, so we've got some other tips here we're going to put on the screen here, things that we should be keeping in mind, especially this week. Avoid overheating and obviously exercising during cooler times. I mean, what if you're just talking about running your errands on a day like today when it's 113? How much is too much?
Well, your body's going to tell you, and if you start to feel a dry mouth, if your lips are getting chapped, if you feel fatigued where you wouldn't otherwise, you know, that would be signs that you should be drinking more water or curtail your errands and cut it short. And
probably you're going to say cut out the caffeine.
You know, caffeine can act as a diuretic, but I tell my patients 1 caffeinated beverage a day before they go out would be fine.
Okay. You know, my doctor just warned me about this just several days ago when I was in for an appointment. How big of a problem is this in Arizona?
Well, Arizona, with our heat, as you've been describing on the weather forecast, we're in the midst of a very significant heat wave here, and so we have it worse than other places in the country. So it's very significant here. We've seen an increase in patients reporting to the emergency room at Banner Desert with contractions just from the heat and not keeping up with their fluids. So we really encourage pregnant women to drink water, flavored beverages, and just stay with it. It's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, be vigilant about it. Well, thanks so much for the reminder on all of this good advice, especially since this heat just isn't going away anytime soon. If you'd like more on this, go to our website, azfamily.com. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Arizona.